What is our genetic predisposition for exercise?
Our genetic predisposition for exercise revolves around the Paleolithic lifestyle. And that means that Paleolithic man who were hunter-gatherers, which they hunted prey and they essentially gathered fruits, vegetables, berries, mushrooms, legumes, things from their environment. Therefore, let us see how we can do exercises that mimic their activity, because that's what our body is designed to do.
What exercises should we do today?
Paleolithic man did three types of exercise that we can mimic. One is aerobics. The aerobic activity was involved in moving from one location to another, running after prey, and running from prey. So therefore, we should be doing aerobic activity that is, for the most part, moderate, and also, for the most part, it should have intermittent spurts of rapid aerobic activity for perhaps a block or two in a moderate fashion, and perhaps a block in an all-out fashion. This will depend upon your conditioning. That will have to be determined, one. Two, the second activity would be isotonic and isometric activity. Paleolithic man lifted boulders to heights and that were either crashed down upon their prey or moved, and that really does mimic a form of isotonic and isometric exercises that we could essentially do today through hand weights and barbells. The third type of activity that was done was basically calisthenics. As they stalked their prey, they would perhaps lie in the bush in a squatting position or on their stomach and then push themselves up to run after the prey. They may even lie on their back in a number of situations, depending upon the situation. And they would sit up, and these are the activities that we can mimic through calisthenics. Therefore, it should be understood that Paleolithic man who had ideal muscle tone and muscle strength indicate to us that we are predisposed to that type of activity.
Why do we need exercise?
What are the benefits of exercise, and why do we need exercise? First of all, the brain is stimulated by endorphins produced by the body. This is a form of a euphoria that is described as quite pleasant by runners and those that have achieved that level of activity. The brain also is stimulated to produce cells and synaptic activity that improve the functioning of the brain. It has been thought previously that the brain, once developed, does not produce any additional cells. This has been proven false by modern studies. The exercise will also affect the thyroid by stimulating it to produce the thyroxine that will increase the metabolism of the body. And this could last for a day or two. It's important to our mindset, it's important to our bodily functions, and it is important to weight loss. Exercise will also affect the kidneys in a positive way. The kidneys will secrete erythropoietin, which will stimulate the production of red blood cells. And as you know, red blood cells increase the absorption of oxygen into the body and transport it around the body to help in that process. Exercise will affect the pancreas in a positive way. It will decrease the excretion of insulin because the body will need energy, and thereby during exercise, and thereby move the nutrients, utilize the nutrients such as glucose, triglycerides that are in the bloodstream, and therefore insulin will not be secreted and stimulated to produce a state of hyperinsulinemia that will be negative to the body overall. That exercise will affect the heart. It will improve the circulation to the heart and increase the production of new blood vessels and enlarge the blood vessels that are there, thereby improving the cardiac capacity. The lungs will also be affected in a positive manner by improving the expansion of the lungs and the oxygen uptake, and thereby improve the aerobic capacity of the individual by improving the maximum oxygen uptake that improves capacity. Blood vessels are very important in the body, of course, and exercise will improve the repair blood vessels and also produce the development of endothelial progenitor cells that will improve the circulation and which of course will improve all organs and all functioning. It should be understood also that exercise will improve muscle tone and muscle strength. This is significant, and it will also improve the circulation into the muscles of the body by producing additional circulation or in the body by improving the vessels and developing new vessels. Exercise will also help the bone to strengthen to be strengthened. This will prevent the disease of osteoporosis that is involved with many people. And this will strengthen the bone to a significant degree, whereby not only will the bone be strengthened, but the joints will be improved by stimulating production of cartilage in the joints, and also increasing the size of the joints by improving the function, all in a positive way and in a fashion that over a period of time would be noted. Exercise does have so many benefits that is very significant to understand, that in the final analysis, not only the mindset, dietary principles that I have discussed, and exercise concepts that I have discussed would be important to understand that all of these ideas are important, and there isn't one that is more important than the other. So the mind, the diet, and the exercise patterns will and are important in our longevity and in the maximum functioning of our bodies.